Have you ever wondered what secrets Pennsylvania, one of America's oldest states, might be hiding in its rich history? Our quest today is to peel back the layers of time and uncover what mysteries this storied state may hold. We will journey through the centuries, delving into tales of the unexplained and the supernatural. Our expedition will take us on a chronological exploration, starting from the birth of this great state and moving through the ages, touching upon folklore, legends, and more modern enigmas. Along the way, we'll encounter strange creatures of local lore, chilling ghost stories, and riveting urban legends. We're here to separate fact from fiction, to shine a light into the shadowy corners of Pennsylvania's past. So, are you ready? Are you prepared to question what you know and challenge your beliefs? Fasten your seatbelts as we embark on a journey into the unknown, diving deep into the heart of Pennsylvania's past. Pennsylvania, founded in 1681, isn't just the birthplace of America's independence. It's also the birthplace of countless myths and legends. In the late 17th century, William Penn, an English Quaker, founded Pennsylvania. It was a time of exploration, expansion, and of course, the unexpected. As settlers began to establish their homes in this new land, they brought with them their hopes, their dreams, and their fears. The unknown wilderness of Pennsylvania was a blank canvas upon which these early residents projected their deepest anxieties and their wildest imaginations. Ghost sightings were one of the first myths to spring up in this new land. Stories of spectral figures wandering the dense forests and misty hills began to circulate. These tales, often whispered around the flickering firelight, painted a picture of a land teeming with the supernatural. Then there were the legends of strange occurrences, unexplainable events that defied logic and reason. There were stories of crops mysteriously failing, rivers that flowed backwards, and animals that behaved in peculiar ways. These tales, while unsettling, were a testament to the settlers' struggle to understand and navigate their new environment. As the years passed, the stories became more elaborate. They spoke of mythical creatures lurking in the shadows, of hidden treasures buried deep within the earth, and of ancient curses that plagued the land. Each story added a new layer of mystery to Pennsylvania, transforming it from a mere territory into a land of enigma and intrigue. But it wasn't just the settlers who contributed to Pennsylvania's rich tapestry of myths and legends. The Native American tribes that inhabited the region had their own set of folklore. These stories, woven into the fabric of their culture, added another dimension to Pennsylvania's mystical landscape. As Pennsylvania grew, so did its collection of bizarre tales and legends. The birth of a state was also the birth of a legacy of mysteries, a legacy that continues to captivate us to this day. The tales that have arisen from Pennsylvania's soil are not just stories, they are a reflection of the human condition, of our fears, our hopes, and our eternal fascination with the unknown. The 19th century brought an explosion of folklore in Pennsylvania, but how much of it was based on truth? Let's begin with the legend of the Thunderbird. This mythical creature, believed to be a large bird capable of creating storms, was prevalent in the tales spun by the indigenous tribes of Pennsylvania. The legend was so compelling that it seeped into the narratives of the settlers and became a part of the local folklore. But was it purely mythical? Some argue that the Thunderbird was an exaggeration of the real-life condor or eagle, amplified by the awe and reverence of nature. Next, let's delve into the mystery of the Albatwitch. This creature was described as a small, man-like figure that lived in the forests, surviving on a diet of apples. While it may sound like a whimsical tale spun for the amusement of children, the Albatwitch legend was taken seriously by many. It was said to be elusive, rarely seen, but often blamed for missing apples. Some suggest that the Albatwitch was a misinterpreted sighting of common wildlife such as raccoons or opossums known for their apple-thieving antics. These legends and more painted a vibrant tapestry of folklore in the 19th century Pennsylvania. They were tales of the unknown, spun into narratives that tried to make sense of the world around them. They reflected the deep-rooted respect for nature and the fear of its unpredictable elements. But these stories were not just about mythic creatures and strange phenomena. They were also a mirror to the society of the time, reflecting their values, fears, and understanding of the world. They were a testament to the power of storytelling, binding communities with shared narratives and a common cultural heritage. So, was there any truth to these tales? That's a question that may never have a definitive answer. What we do know is that these legends have endured, passed down through generations, becoming an intrinsic part of Pennsylvania's identity. These tales may seem far-fetched, but they're deeply ingrained in Pennsylvania's cultural fabric. As we move into the 20th and 21st centuries, the mysteries of Pennsylvania don't dissipate, they simply evolve. In the modern era, Pennsylvania's enigmas have taken on a new form. The Mothman, a creature with glowing red eyes and wings, is one such legend. Reported sightings of this bizarre creature in the Keystone State have fueled the flames of speculation and intrigue for years. The story of the Mothman first emerged in the mid-20th century, and it has since become a staple of popular culture. Its story has been told and retold in books, films, and television shows, each iteration adding another layer to this already complex tale. The Mothman remains a symbol of the unexplained, a creature that defies our understanding of the natural world. Then there's the haunted Eastern State Penitentiary, a place that has become synonymous with tales of the paranormal. Once the most famous and expensive prison in the world, it's now a hotbed of ghost stories and eerie sightings. The penitentiary's chilling history and the countless tales of the unexplained that surround it have cemented its place in the annals of Pennsylvania's modern mysteries. These legends, like the Mothman sightings and the hauntings at Eastern State Penitentiary, have had a profound impact on popular culture. They've shaped Pennsylvania's identity, giving it an air of intrigue and mystery that few other places can match. They've also sparked countless debates, pitting skeptics against believers in a battle to decipher fact from fiction. In a world where science and technology continually push the boundaries of what we know, these tales remind us that there are still things beyond our understanding. They challenge us to question, to explore, to seek out the truth. While some of these tales might be the products of overactive imaginations, others leave us questioning what we truly know about Pennsylvania's past. Now that we've explored the myths and legends of Pennsylvania, it's time to ask, which are fact and which are fiction? First up is the myth of the Mothman. This creature was supposedly sighted in the late 60s and is described as a bipedal winged humanoid with glowing red eyes. While it's an intriguing tale, there's little scientific evidence to support the existence of such a creature. Most likely, the Mothman is a product of mass hysteria and folklore, making it more fiction than fact. Next, we have the legend of the Lost Dutchman's gold mine. Many believe this mine, brimming with untold riches, is hidden somewhere in Pennsylvania. While it's true that Pennsylvania had an active gold mining industry in the 19th century, the existence of this particular mine is unverified, so this one falls into the realm of possible, but unproven. Then, there's the tale of the ghost of Blue Mist Road. Numerous accounts report a spectral figure appearing on this secluded road. While there's no scientific proof of ghosts, the sheer number of independent sightings makes this one a little harder to dismiss outright. So, we'll leave this one up in the air. Finally, there's the story of the Thunderbird, a massive bird said to create storms with its wings. While it's a fascinating piece of Native American folklore, there's little evidence to suggest such a creature ever existed. Most likely, the Thunderbird is a mythological symbol, not a historical fact. So, are these stories fact or fiction? Well, it's a bit of both. Some have a kernel of truth, others are likely the result of overactive imaginations. But one thing's for sure, they make Pennsylvania a much more interesting place. Regardless of their veracity, these myths and legends are an integral part of Pennsylvania's identity and history. Our journey through Pennsylvania's history and its many mysteries has come to an end. We've traversed the birth of this illustrious state, delved into the folklore era, and scrutinized modern mysteries. We've sifted through tales of strange creatures, and deciphered which myths are most common, all the while separating fact from fiction. This journey has shown us that Pennsylvania is not just a state with a rich history, but also a land steeped in fascinating myths and legends. These tales, whether they're of cryptic creatures lurking in the woods or of unexplained phenomena, form an integral part of the cultural identity of Pennsylvania. They're the threads that weave together the rich tapestry of this state's past and present. So next time you find yourself in Pennsylvania, remember, this state is more than just its history books. It's a treasure trove of myths, legends, and mysteries waiting to be discovered.